still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Throwing on their first play. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds a man right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They gain 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll run it from the gun. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Throwing now, needing a 1st. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
So the Giants out and getting set for their 1st drive. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this run doesn't quite reach enemy territory, tackled at midfield. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. From midfield now. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Giants are set to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. They bring their tight end left. Throwing now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 3rd down.
Even with the assist from that defense, still 3rd down here. He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giants football. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got first down from the 31. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Pass play on 1st and 10. That's completed right side. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get the game's first points here in the second. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll throw it. Complete to Coleman. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Dumped off to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw now. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Now a give left side. Up the sideline, past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 30. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down from the red zone. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete out to the right. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun on 3rd down. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
His return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now here comes the New York offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a 31-yard play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. There's a handoff up the gut. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. And in it's a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Giants pushing for a late spark before halftime. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for no gain. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. We've reached our halftime intermission with the Texans currently in front in Houston. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. 16-14 was the final score. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Going to the ground again on first. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 3. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face second down. Back to throw. Complete over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
So out now comes the punter. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. He's got this at the 27. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. They'll run here on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 13. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer, or he's not going to endure this season.
Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Texans football. They've got first down from the 31. They'll throw to begin this drive. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in right side. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the Giants' 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They kick the running back in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock, not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Texans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 40-yard line.
Handoff now from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At their 49-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Hauled in left side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing it again here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Give now to the running back. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide, or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. This will be caught by Cooper. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. He's got a man left. And they take him down right along the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking to the air here. Finds the in route complete. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw it. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 18-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Back to throw. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants offense all set to get started. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Short pass brought in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Giants using their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
He's got it at the 30. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
17.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.